Don't have a tandoori oven? No problem. My naan is made on the stovetop and under the broiler. I'm using yeast, warm milk, eggs, sugar, salt, flour of course, and butter and yogurt. There's flexibility in the order of operations here. This is how I'm rolling today. Let's add the sugar, salt, crack in the 2 eggs, and dump in the yeast. Give everything a good whisk, and by the way, I forgot to add the yogurt at this point, so you'll see that in a sec. You can do this by hand. I'm using my stand mixer. In goes the flour, the whisked ingredients along with the butter, and here's that yogurt. Give it a few turns with the dough hook attachment on the lowest speed, just until mixed. This starts out very wet, and I'm going to add enough flour to get it to a manageable state for later. Now I'll give this a 5-minute rest to develop the gluten. After resting, it goes on speed 2 for 5 more minutes. If you're doing this by hand, you may want to go for 8 or 10 minutes. After kneading, scrape off the dough hook and the sides of the bowl. Notice the size of the dough here. We don't want it to dry out, so cover the bowl with a damp towel. It was a hot day, so after only about half an hour, my dough more than doubled. I want it to have time to develop gluten, so I'm going to punch it down and let it rise a second time, covering it back up with a damp cloth. Another 30 minutes is all it took to get to this stage. This is the fun part. Pinch off equal-sized pieces of dough. The best way to get a round shape is to use the friction created by dragging the dough in small circles on your palm. Depending on how big you like your naan, you might get 12 to 16 pieces. I ended up with 13, but it was good luck because none of my naan burned today. Spoiler alert on the left here, don't look at that. On the right, check out how I'm shaping the naan. Instead of using a rolling pin, I'm just dimpling it and then stretching it between my hands. I'm checking for areas that need a bit more stretching and just evening it out. Now it goes on the hot pan over a medium flame. Once it's basically done on the first side, prick it evenly all over with a fork so that it doesn't puff up and catch fire under the broiler. Oopsies, too far. This is about the color you're looking for when it comes out of the oven. Sometimes it goes too far, but that's how you learn. Notice it does not get flipped in the cooking process. By the way, you might want to use a spatula and tongs. Keep an eye on everything. It goes pretty fast. Butter the hot bread as you go, and stack the naan buttered sides together. And then just repeat the process. Nothing really beats fresh naan out of the oven. It freezes well too. You can take a piece straight from the freezer and pop it in the toaster for a bit, and it's almost as good as new. Enjoy naan with all kinds of main dishes, plain, with jam, or Nutella. Sky's really the limit. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.